Hello students, this is Neha Mathur and today in this video I will tell you about the most important category of registers, or you can say that the complete conclusion which comes from register is shift register. So our today's topic is shift register, but before starting the topic, consider to subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get updated for the upcoming videos. Fine. So today's topic is shift register. See, I already told you about what is registers actually. As you know that register is a type of a digital system which is used to store the data. So register which is used to store the data is also able to shift the data, or I can say to move the data from one flip-flop to other to next and outside it. So it is clear that shift register is a type of register which is able to store the data as well as able to transfer the data from one direction to other. So this is the definition of shift register. Now come with the important consideration with shift register is, as I told you, the application of register, which is that register is able to store the data, but shift register provides the shifting of data from one direction to other. Now the thing is shifting of data with storage. So that single statement is itself sufficient to define the definition of shift register. That means a register which will be able to store the data and shifting of data, and shifting is nothing but data transfer, or I can say the moving of data, moving. So the important thing is about direction. So on behalf of direction, you can say that your shift register is going to divide itself into two categories. The first is unidirectional. Just on behalf of direction, unidirectional shift register and bidirectional shift register. Bidirectional shift register. So what is unidirectional shift register? As name itself implies, unidirectional means the movement of data is possible only in one direction. Now that direction may be left to right or right to left, but the specific circuit is able to perform one type of movement of with direction. It might be right to left or left to right. That type of circuit of shift register is said to be universal shift register, in which shifting of data can be possible in one direction only. Now the next thing is bidirectional shift register. So bidirectional, that means with the help of single circuit system, you are able or capable to shift your data at your interest, and it may be from left to right or right to left. So if a single circuit is sufficient to perform bidirectional operation from left to right or right to left, such comes under the category of bidirectional shift register, as well as if the digital system is able to store the data is able to shift the data with storage. Storage will come itself because it is a register, but the main consideration here is shifting. So if the shifting is possible only in one direction, it may be right to left or left to right, such digital circuit, such type of shift register is said to be universal shift register. So on behalf of direction, shift register itself divided into two categories, unidirectional and bidirectional. Now come with its modes of operation, how your circuit will behave, how your circuit will work. So whether it is unidirectional or whether it is bidirectional, shift register is able to operate with four modes, and the modes we have already discussed. The first mode is serial input, serial output, that means SISO. Second is serial input, parallel output. the third is parallel input parallel output, and the fourth one is parallel input serial output. So the shift register in which transferring of data is possible, and that particular circuit can be operated in 4 modes, which I already discussed in detail. So its mode of operations are just like following the modes of register, because it is also a type of register. Here we can deal with SISO, serial input serial output. That means, see, with the storage of the data, this mode is itself specifying that your data is shifted also. Serial in, that means you are entering your data from one side and the data is shifted in a serial manner from one flip flop to second, from second to third, and so on, and you are retrieving your data in serial output. That means, see, with the storage your data is also moving, your data is also transferring. That means shifting. The second type is serial input parallel output. In this mode of operation you are getting your output in parallel form, but the input is entered in serial form. That means, again, with the storage of the data you are again going to enter your data bit by bit. That means initially you will enter, you will apply your bit at its main input, then the shifting takes place. Now that shifting, see, that shifting may be unidirectional. Here in all the modes of operation I specified unidirectional. That means we were going to transfer, we were going to shift and storage our data from left to right. In SISO, PIPO or SISO, in all category of the register, we were going to shift our data from left to right, but the same mechanism is possible with right to left. Just the difference is in right to left shifting you will have to apply your input from right side and you are retrieving your data, that means your output, from the left side. This is the only difference. So the third classification is parallel input parallel output. That means data is entered parallelly and similarly you are getting your output in parallel form. Here shifting is not possible. In this mode of operation we are not going to shift our data from left to right or right to left. So I will explain this. Here I am just highlighting this. So just leave this for 5 minutes. Now come with the next, that is your parallel input and serial output. Again you are going to enter your data in parallel form, but you are retrieving your output in serial, and serial means shifting, because the output of first flip flop is going to enter in the input of the second flip flop. So all the three you can clearly observe that directly this one and this three type of mode of operation is mentioning direct shifting of data, maybe in the form of input or output. So shifting is going to take place in the form of data movement, right to left or left to right, it depends on your circuit diagram. I am again repeating, if you want to move your data from left to right, then you will have to apply input from left side and you are retrieving your output from right side. But from right to left shifting, just reverse the operation. Now apply your input from right side, and by following the same mechanism you are getting your output from left side. Just this is the difference about direction. Now this is just the mode of operation. Now I am introducing one most important, you can consider this that an ideal shift register which is able to perform all these operations using a single circuit, and that shift register is said to be universal shift register. Why I am using this? Because universal shift register is performing the storage as well as the shifting of the data, that means movement. Now see, SISO is itself showing the movement is possible, that means data transferring is possible. Similarly Here CISO is also showing that data transfer is possible as with PISO. But in this mode of operation, in which parallel input parallel output kind of mode, in which you will have to apply or you will have to load your data in parallel form. So universal shift register is just the, you can say that the conclusion of all about these kind of mode of operation, because this universal shift register is able to store, shifting may be left or right, as well as loading in terms of parallel form. So with the help of universal shift register, you can shift your data in unidirection or bidirectional, it depends on you, as well as parallel loading also takes place. So universal shift register is just a kind of universal, because with the help of this register, with the help of the digital circuit diagram of this register, you are able to perform, you are able to show any mode of operation of register. This is about universal shift register. Now just take an example. See, if you have an IC of universal shift register, then there is no need to buy individual ICs for this or this one. See, if you are performing, if you are simply going to design a project related to your electronics, and during that you need a register, and suppose two students are performing the same project, one student is going to buy CISO IC because projects demands CISO IC. So student A is going to buy CISO IC, and that particular IC is able to perform its own specific task. But the second student, that is student B, is going to buy universal shift register IC, because that IC is able to perform any of the operation, any mode of operation out of these four. So instead of buying CISO or CIPO or PIPO or CISO, generally universal shift register is used, so that depends or as per the demand of project, you can use, you can make it as per your own convenience. Because universal shift register is, I am again repeating, universal shift register is a type of register which is able to store the data, because register is a storage device, as well as shifting of the data, that may be from left to right or right to left, and bidirectional, the same direction at a time, as well as parallel loading. That's why universal shift register is introduced. This is all about the registers, its complete conclusion, its complete summary in terms of modes of operation. So hope you are following the concept. And one more thing, I will suggest you to review or to go through from all the videos related to registers, individual videos for individual mode of operation. So I have approx 4 to 5 videos related to registers. The one video is register and its introduction, its classification. The next 4 is for individual mode of operation. So 4 to 5 videos are already available, and this video is just the summary, or you can say the introduction about universal shift register. So hope you are following the concept, and if you are following the concept, consider to subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get updated for the upcoming videos. Thank you.